In today's video, I will be teaching you the 5 profitable business for startup. All I just want you to do is sit down, take pen and paper so you can jot things down. Every information I'm going to give you today is a first-hand information. It's something I have done and I'm still doing. Yes, let's dive into it. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go. Number 1, farm produce. Agricultural produce. If you're the type that really don't like stress becoming a farmer, it should be advisable for you to go into farm produce. How do you get into this? Look for farmers who have a very huge land of produce. Negotiate with them to always send their produce to you that you're going to buy it off from them. Because most of all these farmers really don't have that knowledge or widespread getting their product to their final consumers. So this becomes a challenge for them. If you have the opportunity to venture into such business, this is a good way to buy the least price and sell in a very high margin. And trust me, in this business, there is no way you will not make your money and make your profits. It's everyday thing because people eat every day. There is no day people will not eat. If you have money, you don't have money, you must eat. The tummy will not ask you if you have money or you don't have money. So farm produce is number 1. No matter how inflation goes up and down, farm produce still remain the product anyone will sell and make his or her money. Number 2 is livestock. Livestock is a business that anyone can venture into and will never regret venturing into livestock business or livestock farming. This livestock farming includes rearing of chicken, rearing of goat, rearing of cow. There are many businesses inside livestock business if you really understand the livestock business well. So livestock business is not just rearing of cow, rearing of goat, rearing of chicken. So there is many businesses inside it. That is number 2, and that takes me to number 3. This number 3 work hand in hand with livestock farming business. And this number 3 is cold room. Cold room, as we normally call it. Having a cold room as a business is one of the lucrative businesses that people have not really looked into. Don't forget, this is someone talking from experience. Now, having a cold room is one thing. Understanding that life is all about packaging is another thing. Now, take for instance, you have a cold room. Inside the cold room, you have your seafood, which is the catfish, whatever fish and all that, everything seafood, you have it in there. You have a butcher inside the cold room where people can come and buy meat and buy seafood. You just package the place, make it look like a mini mart where people can come and feel relaxed. You do it like more like a supermarket format where people can come and buy anything meat and seafood. So that is number 3 business. You have to understand that this business, this cold room business, is a very good lucrative business that people have not really paid attention into. So number 4 is land purchase and resale, which mainly we call it land banking. This is a lucrative business. Now, but going into this business, you have to consider many things. And one of those things you need to consider is land is not something you buy today and sell tomorrow. So put that into consideration. Keeping your money in a bank, to me, is more like a waste of time. Rather, using the money for land banking is the best bank to keep your money in, because over time, the land will be able to appreciate and your money appreciates. But if you keep your money in a bank, in the next 5-6 years, you have no profit. Land appreciates every day. One thing you have to put into consideration again is how fast is the area I'm going to buy the land? How fast is it to develop? Is this area going to develop from now to next 5 years, or from now to next 4 years, or from now to next 2 years? So you have to put those things into consideration. But one thing is, it's a good profitable business. Now we are coming to number 5. We all know what number 5 is all about. We know number 5. You listening to me, we are doing the number 5. Now number 5 is content creation. The internet is a global market and anybody can sell, whether you have a physical shop or you don't, whether you have a product or you don't have a product. The internet has become a global shop and a global market where everybody can sell. Now, content creation is this one unique platform where everybody can speak or where everybody's voice can be heard. Now, let's take it for instance. The internet has become a school where people earn money to lecture people, right? It's not everyday 4 square wall school, but what you can get in 4 square wall school today, you can get it in internet, and you can get paid for doing that online, which is content creation. That is why you see many content creators. Some people do speech tutor, some people do mathematics tutor, some people do all kinds of things online because the internet has become a market and the internet has become a school where everybody can learn and where everybody can sell. So that is our number 5. There is this mistake young people always make when they make money, and this mistake is once they make money, they feel like building a house is a quick investment they can venture into. But that is not the truth. House is not investment. What is investment in house is the land, not the house itself. If the price of house in a place appreciates, it's not the house that appreciates, it's the land that appreciates, not the house. Get that in mind. House should be something you do when you are financially free. Any business that gives you money every single day of your life, venture into that business, not house. And sometimes they venturing into building house, they end up not finishing the house because there is no source of income to back up. Because there is no steady income to help them finish the house. You see the house not being completed or abandoned, they start from zero again. So if you're a young man watching this video today, building a house is not an investment. Instead of you building a house, use that money to buy land. As the area appreciates, your land will appreciate. Mind you, house does not appreciate, land appreciates. Take for instance, people living in Lekki, Ikoyi. What really appreciates in those places is land, not the house they build there. Young men, do not make such mistake that your family will put you under pressure to go and build a house after you make your money. I'm telling you this from an experience. I experienced it. It's something I have first-hand experience on. When you watch my last video, my 6 million gone. My 6 million gone is a story of me when I made my first million. I childishly, because of family advice and all that, venture into house building. So I realized that even till 2022 ending, I've not even finished the house. Even if you insist you must build a house, do not build a private apartment. Instead, build a commercial apartment. Because when you look at it today, many landlords can't even make the money they used to build their house in the next 15-20 years. But if it's a commercial apartment you build, every day it generates income for you. Mind you, understand the principles of all these things. Building house is good and it becomes better when you build a commercial apartment, because commercial apartments in the next 10 years or even in the next 5 years, it can generate the same income you used to build a house and build another house. Do not build a private apartment, rather build a commercial apartment. If you are looking for financial freedom, this is what you need to do. I know most of you will argue with me on this. If you're a young man, you made your first money, the first thing you need to do is sit down, look for a good business you need to venture into. You can venture into some of all these business I just mentioned to you. Another business you need to run away from is this business of let me buy Okada or buy Keke, give to somebody to remit for me. That business is a die-hard business. You may end up not making the money you used to buy such thing, except you are giving higher purchase to a good person, a person with kind heart. But if you are trying to do that in Lagos here, think about it twice. There are many obstacles on your way. Sometimes it may not be the result of the person you give the thing to. There is many factors, starting from the Agbero collecting money, some issues, local government and all that, VIO and all that, last man and all that. So you buying a bus, giving to someone to remit to you or Okada. All these factors will surely make this person not to make the money, because last month we catch the person may end up spending all the money he made for that day to free himself from the last man or Agbero or VIOs. So there is many factors that spoil the business. It's a good business, it's a good one. Transportation business is a good business, but in Lagos here, it's not that really good because of the many factors that affect drivers and all. So I won't end this video without a word of advice. Even if you have not done business before and you want to venture into business, it's a nice one. You don't need to start big. You can start by selling cold drink in a busy spot. From there, you will be able to build yourself and build your knowledge on how business works. Because in everything you do in life, you have to understand the rudiment of those things that you do, be it business, be it in your workplace. So it becomes necessary for any young person. I always say young person because the society is unfavorable to young people these days. They do tell us we are leader of tomorrow. To be honest, the leader of tomorrow is not even sure if the tomorrow belongs to them. So don't be shy, don't be afraid to start. Everything starts somewhere. For you to move forward in life, you have to start somewhere. Looking at the society today, you understand that things are quite high. Goods and commodities are quite expensive. Inflation is high. Having one source of income is a challenge for anyone who wants to excel in this society we find ourselves. Do yourself good by starting something. Even if you don't have knowledge, start somewhere. Build yourself. Gradually, you understand how business works. I have a friend who told me that I really don't understand how business works. I always get afraid of venturing into business, so I prefer working. And I told him, yes, I know you work, you earn salary, but trust me, salary does not make you who you are. I always tell people that no one gets rich by any salary. You can only get rich by what you do for yourself, not by the salary anyone pays you. You have not seen anyone who used salary to become rich. He decided to let him venture into business. He is doing quite well. My advice to any young person really confused of what to do: start from somewhere. That is your starting point. Don't relent. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.